chat rolling. Mic is good. Yeah, mic's good. Game audio should be coming through. Please let me know if it's not. I've been having such a problem with the game audio. Fun times. Always fun times. Well, let's get going, guys. How's it going? Rob vonShoe here. It is Thursday. It is a couple minutes past the hour, and it is day one of the 6-star Spider-Man Stark Enhanced Featured Arena. I'm going for top 100 for that featured spot. I'm pushing for the featured round 1 because this arena is going to be literally insane. So in the off chance that I am beaten out by a bot taking up one of the top 100 spots, well, there's still always round 2, right? And I wish I could say that jokingly. So full disclosure, and in all honesty, I am 100% confident that Kabam is looking into the issue. I was tagged in a couple of posts on Twitter after the end of round 1 for the Kingpin Arena about bots taking up the featured spot in top 100. It was somewhere in the realm of at least 10% of the top 100 spots were either highly suspect or extremely suspect. So hopefully it's not the case here for the Stark Arena. We'll see, fingers crossed. Welcome to the live stream. I hope you all are doing well. Hope the week has found you well. I'm just starting to build up to my infinite streak. I'm not going to be messing around a whole lot with it. That's why I'm starting off with my 6 stars and going from there. I am going to wind up refreshing characters at some point because the cutoff is going to be well over 100 million points. How far over 100 million points is anybody's guess. But I don't want to mess around and find out the hard way. Take a minute and say big howdy, big welcome to the latest Von subs to the channel. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for finding the channel in the depths of the YouTubes. Cheers on digging the videos put out so far and are interested in the videos yet to come. It's been a little bit of a slow week here as far as posts and updates go. It's going to continue to be that way for at least the next 3 days. But you know what? We're going to be doing some live streams for the featured grind and, have ourselves a good time while we're doing it. Big howdy and big welcome to everybody else stopping in too. What's good? What's good? Judah saying Rob. Hiya. Skull saying hello. Michael asks, hey Rob, would you rank 3 Void, Sig 20, or Unduped iHulk, or Unduped Spider-Pig? Got a pretty loaded roster. Well, congrats on that loaded roster. That's pretty sick. Are you concerned about prestige? That's the question there. If you are concerned at all about prestige, I would do iHulk with the anticipation of awakening him. iHulk is top 5 or 6 in the science class currently. Spidey Pig slightly lower than that, and then Void is like in the middle of the pack. If Prestige is not an option, Void, 100% all day, every day. Rank him up, get the rank down ticket, and then rank him up again. He's so friggin' amazing. I'm very jealous of that Void. If I had a 6-star Void, he'd be going up rank 3 unduped. I just think he's that good. And big congrats. Big congrats. Jaden says, yo Rob, I used the shoe shine method on my tech 6-star Nexus, got 6-star Ghost. Best method for sure. Aw, Jaden, that's awesome. That is awesome. I am so happy for you. Big congrats on that pull, bud. Shoe shine method. 46% of the time it works out every time. Skull says, won't be completing Summer of Pain Grandmaster. It's way too hard for me right now. We got 2 weeks to do it. Got 2 weeks to do it, which is plenty of time to farm resources too as needed. So, there's no shame in, taking a break, trying it again later on to, well, maybe go for some of those end of quest rewards, the stretch goal stuff. But either which way, we already got our loot from the first 9 weeks, and that's all good. Integral says, Rob, What up, bud? Good to see you. How's it going? Tristan says, yo, my luck is so bad. I have yet to naturally awaken a 4-star. Haven't pulled a 5-star yet either. I'm level 44. Yeah, I can chalk that up a little bit to RNG, but honestly, don't feel bad yet. Especially about not duping a 4-star. Like, there's 200 characters in the crystals to get now. So landing on the same one twice, let alone like a quote-unquote good one or god tier, it's a bit of a push. So don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Give it time. Spent at least 20 revives and 1,000 units, and the whole run didn't even take him below 77%. Oh, ouch. Ouch, ouch. Well, we'll see. Give it, you know, see how it goes later on, and then, if nothing else, like I said, we already got the loot for the first 9 weeks, so there still is that, right? You got it, Jaden. So let's see. So what I want to do here is I want to get to the 3 times multiplier. And then start refreshing the top 6 stars till I get to win streak 20. And then you can just start working down the rest of the roster and going from there. But how are you guys doing? How's the week finding you? Are you guys going for either Stark or Starkey or Super Scroll? Super Scroll, I wager, is going to go rather low. Rather low. Not like all-time record low, I don't think, but pretty low. Psycho Man still went for a sizable amount last week. Super Scroll, I would argue, is worse than Psycho Man. But then again, I've got a real soft spot in my heart. That's what I'm going for Psycho Man. I like his kit. He just does noodle damage. Just needs a bit of a tune-up. Matthew says, howdy. How's it going, Rob? I am most well. I'm very excited for this arena. I'm very excited for this week. And, you know, just go from there. It's been a really good week. I did wind up going and doing the initial completion for Summer of Pain Week 10. I went on the Symbiote Supreme Ghost path with Hitmonkey. Managed to 2-shot both Symbi and Ghost, and did not get a 2-shot on Grandmaster. But he wound up going down eventually. See, I chalk up all that nonsense, strictly speaking, to input delays and lag and nonsense. That's what it was, and nothing else. But it's good practice, too, because, I mean, I got to beat him at least 5 more times if I want to get the top reward spot. And I really do. What I wound up doing last night instead for the live stream is just to continue farming resources. I think that's what it's going to wind up being for me a lot for the next couple weeks, is just live and breathe Realm of Legends. And then, Variant 7, that Spider-Gwen path, farm revives that way too. And hope for the best. Because my units are accounted for. We got the Stark Spidey Arena here today. We got the Penny Parker Arena coming up next. Both are God tier tech champions, worthy of rank 3. We got the Omega Red Arena coming up. We got the Jabari Panther Arena coming up. If the leaks are to be believed, there's Nimrod and Kitty Pryde coming up too. I have no idea what they're going to do or if they're going to be good, but they're coming up. So, it's going to be busy. It's going to be a little busy. I'd be able to grind for Starkey if I had about 100 more 6 stars. That would help. But, I mean, if the profiles of some of the top 100 for the Kingpin Arena are to be believed, one of your top 4 champions could be a 4-star, and you can still get the featured 6. Totally legit, right? Are you planning to 100% it and get all 6 class milestones? Yes. Yes, I am. I'm undecided if I'm going to use a unique class for each unique path, or if I'm going to wind up doubling up. So downside is I would have to do the Grandmaster fight more than 6 times. Upside is I'd be able to use champions that are much more attuned for specific fights. That way I don't need to fight, I don't know, Adaptoid or Rogue or somebody with an extreme disadvantage, just to make the Grandmaster fight just a wee bit easier. Alright, so that is the 3 times boost right there. I'm going to start diving in. Not kidding, guys. I ain't messing around with this one. Well, there you go, right off the bat. Wow, that's 4 of them in the first 10 pop. That's awesome. There's another one. Another, oh, 1 and 5. Very good. Yeah, that's good enough to start. And just go boosting. Boosting. I gotta keep an eye on my energy up top too. Just because... Who was the other one? Mutant, I think? Yeah, let's get the 1-5 going. Because I don't want to waste energy, too, farming revives. Well, guess no to Elsa. And no to Doom? Cool, let's do it. Go from there. Okay, chat, sorry guys. Skull says I either suck or especially suck. No, it's not that. Yusuf says, hey Rob, what up Yusuf? Welcome to the morning stream. Hope you guys are doing well. Howdy, howdy. I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming for. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go through my entire roster or what, but for now, for a short while, just go to town. Reaper says, what up, Shoe? Here in my lunch break. What up, Reaper? Happy lunchtime. What do you got going for lunch? Not gonna lie, says Judah. Not looking forward to fighting Grandmaster 6 times. Okay, so here's the thing for me. I am very much looking forward to fighting Grandmaster several more times. I stick by what I said originally when I was fighting him in, was it Act 6, 6-4? That the Grandmaster fight is one of the best constructed fights in the game, just because of it's entirely on you. It focuses more on you than just like RNG nonsense. That being said, I am also not looking forward to the Grandmaster fight because most of the KOs that I got was due to either input lag, incorrect inputs, input delay, and other nonsense. Like for the reverse controls, I was dashing forwards with the intention of dashing back, and it didn't. Or he was wounded, it was reverse controls, and I was dashing, backwards in order to like launch into him to attack and get that huge like damage boost. And I was just punching, I wasn't moving and I was just punching the air. Like, stuff like that is so immensely frustrating that is really what I'm not looking forward to, you know. The fight itself, great. That's not fun. We'll see. Taz says, good luck on the grind. Just the completion on Gauntlet. 5 paths left. Nice, Taz. Very cool. Which path did you take and who did you use? What's your prediction for the Stark Arena? At least 150. At least 150. I don't know how high his ceiling is going to be. I don't think he's going to be record-breaking. I don't think he's going to go higher than Hercules. But he's not going to go low either. Unless, by some miracle, most people wind up sitting out round 1 just to see the score and then try and go round 2. Hoping for that. I'm also hoping that, I mean, not to keep harping on the point, but that the top 100 spots are legit. It's immensely frustrating seeing phony accounts and bots taking up top 100 spots. It's bad enough for 1 to 5, 6 to 10, 11 to 30, right? But just knowing full well the huge extra step it takes to get top 100, not cool. Used Doom for Venom and Adaptoid. Solid. I'm deciding if I want to do Doom for that path or Ronin. Ronin's going to make the first 2 fights fun. Ronin is not going to be fun for Grandmaster. We'll see. I blew through most of my pots on the first path that I did. Not the revives, but the pots took a hit. So I need to refresh those and reevaluate after this arena run. Because this here is my sole focus in-game. KO'd 4 times because of the Dex thing. Ouch. Hey, Kingslayer. Saying, hey, Rob. What's up? What up yourself, bud? How's it going? Hope you are doing well. Hope your Thursday here is going pretty good. What's new? What's the latest and greatest? And please feel free to drop a line for your latest video. Self-promote. That's what I'm going for. That's the word. Kingslayer is also a fellow CCP member. He and I wound up getting into the program the same day, so we got that special kinship. But Kingslayer's been absolutely killing it with the side-by-side comparisons of 2 champions to see who either is faster, who has the better damage output. A lot of fun videos. So if you haven't checked out Kingslayer's channel, I'd be surprised if you hadn't. But if you haven't, yeah, check it out. Kingslayer MCOC. That's what I mean, says Judah. Broken inputs will be annoying. Yarp. Yarp. I'm gonna butcher your name. I'm so sorry. Quirlum? Culerim? I'm so sorry if I just absolutely slaughtered that. I'm so sorry. Answering the question of the day over here. If you guys say Starky or Sparky. It's been a debate for as long as the champ has been in the game, but Culerim's saying it's Starky. There we go. Super Duper Boo says, personally, I dislike the Grandmaster fight. Special 1 is inconsistent at times for dexing and the AI. Let me just get the refresh down. The refresh here is really the most... how do you say it? Not the most labor intensive, but the most time intensive. I gotta pay the most attention. Especially since I didn't burn through the other fights first like I should have. Oh well. Special 1 is inconsistent at times for dexing, and the AI can straight KO a good run. Much prefer the Gwenmaster fight. Yes. I need to go back and do the Gwenmaster fight. I may not disagree ultimately, but currently the Gwenmaster fight wasn't. That's why I love Spiderman. Just speed things along like that. Let's move the chat box so I'm looking up at the mic. Or the camera. That's why I didn't like the Gwynmaster fight, because I brought Stealth Spidey. And Stealth Spidey's Special 2 was and continues to be broken. So that just ruined my run several times. I wound up getting so lucky in getting the Legends run. Even with that, so lucky. Because, like, between the extra fights I had to do for Gwynmaster, because of that stealthy bug and just how much delayed that was, that probably added a good half hour, 45 minutes to my time. Probably. Would have loved to see what I would have gotten without it. Just Q? Perfect. That's where am I at? There I am, there I am, there I am. I really should have burned through those other champs first. Live and learn. Oh hey, I just brought up Twitter and they posted Gamora's buff. So they already posted Miles' buff the other day, and it looks pretty cool. But because I don't have a 6-star Miles and I've got an awakened 6-star Gamora, who is good already. She's not great, she's not super exciting, but she's good, and she's already been buffed. So I'm very curious. Not found, they took it down. Whoops. GG, guys. GG. Man, punch a big F in chat for whoever posts friggin' MCOC stuff on the site. And I don't know what it is, too, because it's not like that's the first time that's happened, where Twitter has released something, you know, days before it was meant to go live. It's happened repeatedly the last 3 months, and it still keeps happening. So I don't feel bad for them anymore. The first couple times it was like, oh, that's unfortunate, but, you know, it happens. Now it's just like, oh, man, you clowns, come on. Also, good lord, I didn't even think about this till right now. Today is the first day that rank 4s should theoretically be showing up in arenas. So it'll be very interesting to see how many of those I wind up getting. Still doing good on units for the initial refreshes. That's good. Repersist. Thank you, Mercs. Thank you, bots. And thank off. Well said. It's a good mantra. I want to say howdy to Hobbit and Integral. I think I missed Integral earlier, but howdy to you both. Hobbit says howdy, Rob. And Q. What up, Hobbit? How's this week finding you? How have you been? Matt saying, is anybody else's stream lagging? It is lagging, isn't it? That, I think, is OBS. I was recording the, whatchamacallit, the Grandmaster fight yesterday, and it was just spazzing out. Like the recording would freeze, and I would keep playing for like another 10, 15, 20 seconds, and then all of a sudden it would like fast forward, catching up. But also then I pose it to you guys twofold. I mean, does the game audio still come through okay? And is the webcam coming through okay? Because if it's one thing for the game to be lagging, it's another thing for the game and the cam to be lagging. That, I think, would be different problems. Just the game lagging is OBS. The cam and the game is either YouTube or the internet. Spam risk? Oh, no. thank goodness we avoided that one. That could have been bad. Yeah, only the game is lagging though. Face cam is completely fine. Awesome. Cool, cool. He took the link down. That's so silly. Andy popping in and saying cutoff predictions. Crap. At least 150 mil. I don't want to say 200. I've heard people say 200. He is not going to go 200. He is not going 200. He's not going 200. 150, I think, is a very conservative guess. I think it would be probably closer in the 160 range. But the people who are like, he's going to go for like 250 million. No. Get out of here with that. No, he's not. He's good, but no. Shada says, just pulled the 5-star Cosmic Ghost Rider. Can he help me get Cavalier? Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Aside from just the ridiculous damage output he gets, if you're able to awaken him with like an awakening gem, then he gets Fate Seal, which on a Cosmic Champion is top notch. There's not a lot of Cosmic Champions that can Fate Seal. Not a lot of Champions, period, that can. Certainly not a lot of Cosmics that can. So that's ridiculously useful. And he's Incinerate immune. And there's a couple of paths that require Incinerate immunity, and there aren't a whole lot of champions, good champions, that can do that. So, yeah, he's the real deal. Solid pull. Big congrats. Sounds and looks good? Awesome. Thanks, Judah. Appreciate that. And Boo, too. Cheers, guys. Bot's trying to stop the grind. You know, maybe they got tired of people telling them to be saying thank you. Thank you, bots. But I don't know if you guys have seen, I know there's a couple of different photos and little videos floating around. There's some stuff on Reddit. I've seen them show up online. Of like a bot setup. Where you got the couple of different like nodes, nanodes on the screen that like input, you know, the inputs. And it's just botting away. Bot's gonna bot. It's highly sophisticated for what this is. Come on, coward. I don't know if that's gonna be KO. It might be. Nope. So close. Oh. Solid intercept. Silly Yondu. Rob giving Thanksgiving a new meaning. Depends. It depends if you guys have a regular Thanksgiving or a no Thanksgiving. I know I certainly get in a mood where I give no thanks. That's funny. That'd be a fun follow-up video to do around the holidays. Like, I already got something planned and in the works for Cyber Weekend that I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I'm having a lot of fun with it. But that would be fun for Thanksgiving itself, like a couple days prior. Come on, dude. Why? He knows what's about to happen. You know what's really interesting is that they took down the Gamora page on the actual MCOC site. Alright, cool. So that is that. That is one round of 6-star refreshes in the bag. But they didn't take down the tweet advertising it. It's weird, right? Rob, do you think a 5-star Diablo is worth 565? He'll only be Sig 20? Yes, I do. I do. Diablo is one of the best in class now, and certainly one of the best poison champions in the game, just for his sustainability and his heals and ease of access of the heals. So yes, definitely. I like to run sides. Oh, yes, then 100%. Go for it. That is a very solid rank up. I mean, I would even argue that an unawakened Diablo is worth a 565. Or a rank 2. If somebody out there has a 6-star and they're sitting on the fence, I'd say he's worth a rank 2 unawakened as well. Boink. Now I do have damage masteries turned on, but I still do feel like I'm a bit noodly. Oh, I know why. I know why. I am noodly. That's not a mistake. I am noodly. Because these are 565 6-stars. So that's why. That is a feature and not a bug. I don't know for whatever reason why these King people are as high ranked up as they are. Especially since like Kingpin is part of every freaking team. But lo and behold, here we are. Hey Virendra, good to see you, my friend. How's it going? How's this week? How's your Summer of Pain opening? It was good. I did say I had a video coming out. I still do. I just need to like edit it together for the Summer of Pain opening. But it was good. I wound up going for a skill and a tech tier 5 CC. Tech for either Starkey or Penny, if I'm lucky enough to get either one of them. They're both, one or both of them or either of them are going up to rank 3, so that's helpful. And then, I don't know, I'd love to rank Elsa up again when the time comes. If not, I've got other skill champions to rank up, but just to have that on hand for Elsa. I went for the Cosmic Nexus. I was hoping to get either an Awakening on Surfer or First Time Venom or Venom Pool. I did not get either of those 3. I got 3 champions I had already. That being said, I'm not mad with who with the selection, and certainly not with who I picked. Well, I'll save that for the video later on. I have a conspiracy theory that Kabam purposely coded Cyclops in most of the Nexuses. That's funny. I did not get Colossus or Cyclops. You know, I mean, he is highly effective after all, right? Yeah, Mike, I don't think is ever living that one down. So as soon as I'm out of, I think for fight 16 is when I get, yeah, fight 16 is when I get to fight people again. I think I may go back and refresh Doom, Herc, and Elsa to see if I can draw out that rank 4. Again, assuming it's in-game. It may be next arena. Like, if the arena machine is coding new arena teams this round and then implementing them next round. I don't know. We'll see. But, yeah, there's going to be Dooms all over the place, which is good. I'm looking forward to it, because Elsa and Spider-Ham are hungry, and Doom is Elsa and spam food. Spider-Ham especially. Dude loves Doom. I'm like, yeah, dude, just keep throwing them special ones. Just keep them coming. Nothing there. Also, I'm keeping my eye on the clock too, so it is 35 minutes in-game time right now. I am expecting the game to crash sometime in the next 15 minutes. That would be about par. What about you guys? How long are you guys able to play before your devices crash, or do they still crash? It's been on a real case-to-case basis and provider to provider too. I can understand why it's a difficult problem to solve. It needs to be solved and it's long overdue being solved, but I can at least respect the problem, the gravity of the problem, and all the different variables. But for me, I crash every 45 minutes, every 45 to 55 minutes. Not fun. Beautiful. We're moving right along. Let me take a quick look over on YouTube just to see who else is streaming. I know Max was talking about going for top 100. Yeah, Max is streaming too. Yeah. All right, so Max is definitely going for it. That's awesome. I wish him the best of luck, and I'm looking forward to seeing him up there on the board with me in a couple days. But that having been said, it's going to be a bit of a push between now and then. Just a bit. That's Herc, and then Elsa. Let's see if I can't flush out that rank 4. Nope. Man, disappointing. I hope it's not something where it's just locked behind behind a Doom Squad. That would be ridiculously annoying and unfortunate. This is what I'm talking about Doom food. Easy peasy. Punchy, punchy, punch. My game can do max 5 rounds in incursions. That's like 15 minutes. Really? Otherwise it works okay? That quick? That's awful. So I think what I may wind up doing, if I last another 10 minutes here, I'm probably just going to do a hard reset and just cut it off at the pass. Valeria says, iPhone 12 mini here, and it's always after 40 minutes will come with a crash. It's like it's built-in mechanism. Well, let me follow up with that. Every 40 minutes when it crashes, are you doing arena or something else? Or does it not matter? Yeah, sure. Not gonna be throwing a special 3, I don't think, anyway. If I can flush out that special 2, that'd be great. Oops. Whoops. Stop it. Stop with the special spams into my block. It's not going to help anybody. Stop it. Doesn't matter, it's like the inside chipset overheats. Curious. very curious. Because the running theory with why it crashes is that somehow in the game's processor isn't able to, like effectively the RAM, overloads on champs and kits and profiles and art and effects and all that. So after a while, because it doesn't wipe itself effectively, that's why it crashes. It's just overloaded with things to try and remember that it's already loaded in. Now, I mean, whether or not there's any stock to that, I'm not sure, but that was the running theory. So pop quiz, everybody. Who is your guilty pleasure champion? Not like, I mean, I suppose it could be, but not like your typical god tiers, your Corvuses, your Ghosts, your, I don't know, Herculi. But like somebody who you just have fun playing. It doesn't matter who they are or where they rank on anybody's tier list, but for like you personally, like your feel good, have a good time playing kind of character. I only thought of it and brought it up because I was running Angela right there, and I just absolutely love Angela. I mean, Angela is really good, but I really liked Angela before the buff. I have a long history with the character because I remember Angela's stories when she was still running with Spawn before the drama. So, I mean, to have her in game and to have her as, like, someone who's good, that's a big plus. But she's fun to play, and that's the biggest part for me. It's just a shame it's such an issue. Stop it. Stop it. Why you no parry? I'm not good enough fighting Corvus yet to dex out of his special one and then hit him with the heavy. I always wind up getting rinsed, and that's never fun. Sorry. It's a shame such issues already in effect for more than 6 months for iPhone 12 players, right? I mean, the worst part of it now is, I mean, for the crashing, sure, but then kind of hand in hand with like the parry issue. It's like when it finally fixes and reverts, then it's gonna be a whole nother thing to kind of digest and get used to again. Tom popping in saying, howdy, Rob. Howdy, Chad. I definitely call him Starkey. I love it. And I love that that's still a conversation that we're having. Valerius likes Cole. Cole's solid. And Verendra enjoys Sig 20 Switch, sometimes more than Doom. That's why he's still Ring 4, maybe. Also, currently Odin has replaced CGR. I'm hearing more and more about Odin. I admittedly haven't played a whole lot of Odin post-buff. So I can't, like, I haven't jumped on the hype train kind of like other people have. But I keep hearing good things about him, which is wonderful. I keep saying I'll get around to it. One of these days. Hey, Gamora's back up. Alright, so let's see what she's got going now. I'm triple tasking, as it were. This is what I do for arena grinds. Like when I'm not streaming, this is absolutely what I do. I'm grinding arena, I'm watching a show, and I'm probably doing a third thing too. Oh, that's interesting. She counters miss now. Alright, so I'm just going to read aloud. Matthew enjoys Nick Fury for me. Try and put him on every single quest team to use him. I can't wait till I get a 6-star. I can't wait for you to get him either. Good luck. Starkey's still a pleasure to play. Just building up those poises, even slowly, is so much fun. Indeed. I'm sorry, I'm still going through these guys. Abilities. Okay, so on light attacks, she has a chance for a fury, medium, a chance for a cruelty. I think that's similar to how it is now. Personal buffs gain increased duration. The longer the fight goes, that is the same. Value-wise, I don't know. If she's got 10 or more buffs, she can't miss. That I'm not sure. That might be new. That's pretty cool. Text that. Heavy attacks refresh the duration of all personal buffs. That is similar. She's got the Godslayer Blade. Alright. So she has the Godslayer, which is a 65% chance to activate during each of the specials, and then it goes on cooldown, which is part of the buff. The last buff wound up, you could do it several times. Originally, I think you could just do it once, kind of like Hawkeye and his hemorrhage. Special 1, it's a guaranteed crit, guaranteed bleed, and if you have a Godslayer active for the special 1, it gets a 600% crit damage multiplier, which is nice. Special 2 is also guaranteed crit. I don't know how I feel about that. It would have been cool to have one as a guaranteed crit and the other not, for like Ebony Maw fights and nodes, but this is interesting. No, I'm still rank 3. It's just tanky. 100% chance to gain True Strike on the special 3. And if it's Godslayer for special 3, that's interesting. I inflict a 100% chance to inflict a shock. I'll get back to it. I gotta pay attention. This guy's bleeding already. Just playing keep away. Whoops. Whoops. Do it this way. Give that extra oomph. Godslayer 100% to shock. Inflict a degen instead if it's a robot. Okay. Weird that it specifies that if it's a robot, it's supposed to shock immune. And the awaken ability. Freaking evade. Increasing the chance to activate it during special attacks to 100%. Okay, so instead awakened, it's a 100% chance for it. The added bonus. Cooldown is reduced to 20 seconds. I'm assuming that 20 seconds is a variable depending on her sig level. But of course, the write-up doesn't have the scale, so that doesn't help. Synergy with Huntress and Guillotine, 20% attack for Gamora. Angela gets increased precision and Fury potency, that's nice. Guillotine, 50% chance when striking a bleeding opponent to gain a soul charge. I think that's similar. And everybody gets a flat 5% attack. So that's not bad. Nebula, robots suffer reduced ability, accuracy, and attack for each personal buff Gamora has. First special 1. Here we go with Alliance War. First special 1 is a guaranteed crit. Same is true for the first special 2. And then increased attack. Cybernetics, same with Black Panther Civil War and Mr. Fantastic. 20% Fury and Cruelty buff potency. There we go. That is the... What time is it right now? 49 minutes. 50 minutes almost exactly. Love it. 20% Fury and Cruelty buff potency, which is huge for Gamora. I think she also benefits from the Mr. Fantastic one, which pauses all the buffs too. So that's a huge synergy. And then 5% attack for Reed and Black Panther. Let's see, did anybody get him? Oh, lucky. Maybe not, because that's Sig 180 now. Why you no scroll? Claim that. Don't want that. 12 fights. That's better. Buddy Lee popping in and saying, well, hello there, Rob. What's up, buddy? I have no idea how long you've been here. I apologize for missing it earlier. Just diving into Gamora's buff. Horseman Wolvie still... Getting potions in Realm is so good in Cap Marvel movies. Binary, so good. Yeah, that's the thing. If you Horseman Wolverine... he's just gonna mow down everything. Verendra's looking forward to Buddy Lee's I-Hulk domination. It's gonna happen. Valerius, I plan... How did that hit me? I plan to first time do Abyss in September. This is my team. Any tips and paths? 6-star Ring 3 Doom. Aegon. Nick, Torch, and Professor X. You could do almost any path. With that team, I mean, I recommend doing the easy path, which is basically cut through the middle and then hit up Howard and hype Howard and then, what's his name? Venom the Duck, before rounding the corner into Loki. Who is it? I think it's Aegon up there, and then Invisible Woman. Whoops. Do that. But honestly, with that team, with everybody being a 6-star rank 3, you are... I'm not going to say you're going to mow through it because it's still Abyss, but you are very well situated. Buddy Lee saying the I-Hulk Domination Fest coming later today. Check it out, everybody. Bullfighter says, prediction for Starkey, at least 150 million. Less than 200, but more than 150. That's my guess. Beast and Infinity Man for Gamora. Gamora's cooldown for the Godslayer reduced by 20%. That's nice. And 20% attack during specials. That's nicer. Gilly 99 and Silver Centurion. So this is one of the new synergies. Personal buffs gain 20% duration. Begin the fight with 1 Cruelty and Fury. Nice. 5% attack for everybody else. Still a boring friends and teammates synergy with the Guardians. Except they're throwing Agent Venom in there too. And that's it. Alright, I mean, it's like a glorified value update with a couple different edits, I think, for the Godslayer. So that's nice. We'll see how like functional it winds up being, but you know, off the cuff, it's nice. Valeria says, how many units or revives do I need to, stash for the first initial run with this team? I'm at 7-2 completion currently. Did summer paint and gauntlet and variants. I think like what 40 revives is usually pretty par. If you have like 3,000 or 4,000 units, that's more than plenty. I mean, the hardest part about the initial outer path is just time. It just takes time. If you want to switch out Professor X for Heimdall, that'll help your Aegon an awful lot, especially for the Nameless Collector fight. Because then what that's going to allow you to do is Aegon's going to be able to tank hits, build up the furies he gets by being hit, survive, and then get a couple extra hits in on Collector with those furies active. Otherwise, it's almost a lost cause. You wind up losing them. Text that. You can never not have enough, I suppose. So, you know, I think with typical, like, regular grinding between now and then, you should be fine. But ballpark, I think that's pretty much almost overkill. Taz saying the Grandmaster fight is going to be a nice refresher for those that haven't done 6-4 yet, 100%. I'm definitely feeling more confident for my next path. Yeah, there you go. Spinning it as a positive. I like that. Boink. Tried a 5-star Starkey Crystal and awakened a 6-star Super Iron Man. Hey, that's still something good. Awakened a 5-star Taskmaster and pulled a 5-star Starkey. Got him the Sig 200. Out of 3 crystals, that is a huge win. Or 3 out of 5 is a huge win. I guess. Let's do that. Still don't understand, though, what purpose fight Nick or Doom are for. Doom's for Captain Marvel and Venom Duck. I think Howard the Duck, too, if memory serves. And Hyperion, if you're doing the easy path. Nick, I don't know. I can't speak to Nick. I know Nick is one of the original horsemen of the Abyss. I didn't have a Nick, so I didn't bring one. So I didn't ever wind up using or needing one. I know Nick comes in handy in some of the inner paths for some of the other fights later on, but it's up to you. I mean, between Aegon and Doom, those are my 2 go-tos. I don't really think I'd use anybody else, honestly, for the easy path. Everybody else was synergy. I think there was maybe 1 torch fight. Jacob says, have fun. This grind isn't going to be brutal. No, it's going to be a walk in the park. I'm just imagining, you know, my sunshine and rainbows and everything's going to be great and happy-go-lucky and wonderful. Ah, that's what it is. It's not going to be terrible or stressful or long or grinding or grueling. None of those things. Everything is awesome. Get a couple of those going. Get that going. I mean, I could fight Doom. I'd rather not, but I could. Do that. Be interesting to see who else winds up doing the grind here too. KT1 usually winds up doing featured grinds. Not sure if he's doing Starkey now or if he's doing Super Scroll, if he doesn't have them already. I don't think Ilac's doing any grinds. Karate Mike does grinds sometimes. I don't know if he's doing this one though. Let me see. Yeah, BG is doing a more Summer of Pain. Everybody's doing something. Supersonic popping in and saying, "Hey, Rob, I finally caught you." Yeah, you did. It's good to see you this time of the day. It's one of the reasons I like doing daytime grinds, is to get a chance to say hi to people, you know, this time of day. Nighttime for me, of course, makes things a little bit more challenging. But for other people in other places too, just, you know, depending on all of our different schedules and whatnot. But it's good to be here. It's good to be here, and it's good to see you too. KT posted that he was feeling not too well today, so not too sure if he's grinding or not. Well, I wish him well, and I hope he feels better. Certainly can commiserate with not feeling well. That's unfortunate. Matt saying Fury for Invisible Woman. To avoid miss, yes. Yeah, that could work. I used Aegon. It was not a fun fight, but Invisible Woman was bugged at the time, so I don't know how the fight would go now. Oh, pro tip though, if you have Resonate unlocked, have Resonate turned on for the Invisible Woman fight. It'll help out a lot if you're using Aegon. Nick, I don't think it'll be an issue just because, you know, all the debuffs, the disorients, and the bleed that he can proc naturally. Hey, stop it, Sparkles. Stop it. Well, rip. So this is the Black Widow I got from the featured arena a couple weeks back. Nice to have her as a trophy champ. It'll be fun to, when she's added to the basic pool, to try and awaken her, but my goodness, she has not aged well. She has not aged well. Don't have Resonate? That's okay. Like I said, I mean, with Nick, you should be fine just with the disorients he gets on Special 1 and the bleeds he procs. But you're definitely going to want as many debuffs on Invisible Woman as possible just to help navigate both her node and then just her annoying invisibility. I'm trying to get this dude down before he can throw a special, because that, there we go, will not go well with the incinerates. Got my third path for Summer of Pain done. 3 more to go. Halfway there. The end is in sight. Look at that way. End is in sight. Okay, why not? So I've already thrown out there a couple times 150 is my conservative guess. What do you guys think? Realistically, what do you guys think? You know, the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm like, not disappointed, but like feel like a wasted opportunity, kinda, with Gamora. Is I really, really would like to see a better Guardians of the Galaxy, either a family synergy or something. Especially since, you know, Fantastic Four came out, what, a year and change ago. And kind of like setting the benchmark for what a family team synergy should be. And since then, it has not been adopted anywhere else. I take that back. With the exception of like APOC and Professor X, those guys have some solid mutant family synergies, but slightly different. There we go. Wasn't sure I was going to get that guy down before he threw a special. I'm guessing Torch is for Darkhawk and Mystic champs. Something tells me they'll treat Gamora well. I hope so. It's posted right now, Valerius. It is. They got a post on Twitter that links to the official website. They've got the full update posted now. So if you want to check it out, it's there. Torch 100% for Mystic champs. Darkhawk. Okay, so Darkhawk, I used Aegon, and it took a lot of revives, but that was like something I was willing to deal with, because coming out of the Darkhawk fight, Aegon was ramped up. Because I think there's a fight or a couple fights after Darkhawk that are more annoying than Darkhawk, or at least require a revved up Aegon. So what I wound up doing is like I tried to get as close to 100 hits exactly as possible with Aegon, and then quit out to bank them, revive, go back in, try and repeat. And by doing that, not only did that make the Darkhawk fight speed up a little bit more, just because he keeps getting revved up more and more and more, but then again, once you come out of it, Aegon's already good to go. Definitely not a solo, definitely not an easy fight. But, it worked for me. Thinking about APOC for Mysterio, Rogue Path, Venom for the Venom. Adaptoid Path and Sentinel for Symbi and Ghost. Sure, those I think would all work. For Symbi and Ghost, I wound up using Hitmonkey and got 2 shots on both of them. They both could be one shot with a Hitmonkey if he's 565 or rank 2. You just gotta play really well with Symbi. Ghost is easy, but Symbi you gotta get some good RNG. 120 million, I think, for Starkey. If he goes for 120 million, I would be so happy. I hope he goes for 120. I really hope he does. And again, I mean, anybody else that's going for him, I wish you guys the best of luck. I wish that there were more than 100 spots. And there's going to be hell to pay on Kabam's part if the bots seep into the top spots again. Alright, so Vega's just going live. Vega's just playing, okay. Vega's not going for a grind. Good to know. It's always fun to see who I can commiserate with. Especially day 2, because day 2 of big grinds is the worst. Day 1, you're like, all happy and upbeat and optimistic. It's like, yay! It's a new grind. And then day 2, you're like, I regret every decision I've ever made in my life up until now. And then day 3 is just the euphoria of almost being done. Use the skill Kingpin for the Darkhawk Rogue Path already. Well. Oh. What am I talking about? Oh, right, okay. I'm conflating my things. So for a second I thought Darkhawk and Abyss. I'm like, wait, what? That shouldn't matter. And then I reread it and realized I'm an idiot, and you're talking about Summer Pain. In that case, then yes, for sure. Read the spotlight and read the below comments. What's changed? I'm guessing value a little bit, and I think. Let me look at Aunt May actually. I think some of the added Godslayer abilities to the specials is new, and I know there's at least one synergy that's new. But let's see what current Gamora has got going. Like, I could just look at the one I'm fighting with right now, but nah. So it looks... Okay, so what they did is that they removed the probability of Godslayer strikes from triggering... Did they? No, never mind. They boosted the chance that Godslayer strikes happen, is what it is. And then, similar to like what they've done with other champions recently, they've infused each of her specials, special 1, 2, and 3, with like what happens if it is a Godslayer hit. So that's different. Well, I didn't want to do that. Otherwise, yeah, I think it's just straight numbers buff. Just looking at it super quick. I could be very, very much mistaken, but just looking at it quick, that's what it looks like. Grind definitely the right name. How do you think... How good do I think Starkey is in the current game? I think he's one of the best tech brawlers out there. Because, I mean, obviously, you know, got Ghost, but most everybody else requires, like, ramping up or revving up. Whereas Ghost and Starkey are just good out of the gate. Of course, Starkey needs a little bit of revving up too, dex him back a couple of times, but it's a lot easier access, I think, than some of the other options. So I don't think he's God tier. I wouldn't say he's like God tier, certainly not beyond God tier. But he is a very solid champion still. Like, when I get him, and that's just power of positive thinking, when I get him, if I get him, he's going to be going rank 3. But, you know, we'll see. Fingers crossed. Got a Cosmic Tier 5 CC and a 6-star Gamora locked and loaded for the buff. Really, Supersonic, you're looking at rank 3? Not knocking the decision, I'm just like, hey, that's pretty cool. That. Zappy, zappy, zap. That. I know, I think it's, I mean, it probably would be a Swadia. Has got Gamora at rank 3 already. Swadia has a very unique, unconventional taste in champions, which I have the utmost respect for. But he's got Gamora at rank 3. He posted a video a couple days ago of pre-buff gameplay. So it'll be fun to see the before and after, you know? You're supposed to dex, Matt. You're supposed to dex. No. Stop it. That works. That works. Tom thinks he's still God tier. He's not above God tier now. though, I think. And that's fair. That's fair. The game has moved very, very far ahead from when Starkey came out originally. And Starkey hasn't been touched since then. No buffs, no reworks, no updates, no direct synergy as far as I remember. He's been buffed indirectly. You know, like War Machine can buff tech champions, and you got Venom with the Spider-Verse champions. Mr. Negative with Spider-Verse, stuff like that, but he doesn't have a whole lot of new synergies. Spidey 99, I guess. And he still just keeps on chugging. It's nice that they're releasing older champions now, you know, OG Wolverine, Scarlet Witch, Starkey as a 6-star, a couple others. War Machine update. Because it's nice to see that, you know, 3, 4, 5, 6 years later, they're still just as good. In different ways, but they're still just as good. If you haven't checked out Brandon's video, B McG, I think is his YouTube handle. Check it out. He posted like an hour-long, in-depth, like everything you ever wanted to know about Night Thrasher and why he's amazing video. It is not only very well done, but extremely informative too, about a champion who is criminally underrated. Requires high sig, but is criminally underrated. Check it out. I think that's like the third or fourth plug, I think, for some of my other friends here. I am more than happy to do it. I am more than happy to plug other channels for doing awesome stuff. But I was just like, oh yeah. Perhaps. Just depends on how good the buff is and how practical she is in the roster. For example, Venompool is a great damage and is a great champ. However, I will never use him. I 100% get that. I know how that feels. Oopsie double though. You'll get him, Rob. You're very good, especially in these big grinds. I appreciate that, Tom. I appreciate it. Fingers crossed. We're hoping. I'm hoping for the best. I've heard anything from 80 to 200 for this guy. Gonna be a complete surprise for everybody. Yes, I would be shocked beyond shocked if he goes 200. Hercules didn't go 200, and he's a much better champ. We'll see. It's the first time he's widely available as a 6, so that there's that sort of like shiny new factor thing going on too, you know. A lot of stuff. Gotta work my timing for that. Ride out that evade nonsense and then just go back to town. All the sparkles. So let's do that. Let's do that. What time is it right now? Let me look. hate that I have to be mindful of the time because of crashes. Right now it's sitting at hour 20, so yeah, it's probably due to crash anytime now. So in that case, let's get ahead of it. Not tempted to try a cav first to save a grind. No. Congrats to that guy, whoever got Psycho Man. No, because the calves, I would rather... So here's the thing. I very much enjoy having fun opening up cav crystals, right? I very much do, and I've had very, very good luck with it. I've had very good luck with it. However, 300 units is approximately 1 million odd some points. And in an arena where the cutoff is going to be as tight and as high as it is, that 1 million points is going to be crucial, I think. So, yes, I would, but unfortunately, no, I'm not. Not this time. No, I'm getting there, though. Also, before I wound up going live, let me just look at this real quick. We're all done, yeah. Before I wound up going live, I saw one of my alliance mates open up about 30. Got a couple 6-stars, random 6-stars, but no 6-star Sparkies. And that is unfortunate. That kind of was like, I'm good. I'm good. Valeria says, your thoughts, Rob, on next month's Nimrod and Kitty Pryde champions. Now, as a CCP person, I have to say that's like, well, unofficially based on speculation. But unofficially based on speculation. Kitty Pryde is speculated to be either very good or very annoying, I suppose, depending on how you look at it. We'll see about Nimrod. I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like they've got such a mixed track record on fan favorite and much asked for characters. Like, on one hand, there are so many duds where it's like they're fan favorites or they're just, you know, bonkers in the comics and they're memes in the game. But on the same hand, too, we've got Doctor Doom, you know, and Hercules. So, we'll see. We'll see. I'm cautiously optimistic. I'll say that much. Jay Flora says, is he rank 3 worthy unduped Sparky? Yes. Yes, he is. His Awakened ability gives him added dexing when he's low health, and I think a little bit added extra damage when he's above 50% health, but kind of like Shang-Chi, there comes a point where it's like, it's almost superfluous. Not unnecessary, but superfluous. Sparky's kind of like that. So when I get him, positive thinking, when I get him, yeah, I'm taking mine up rank 3 unduped. I don't know if I would use a gem on him, a tech gem. Maybe. Maybe. But probably not. Nimrod should be a beast. Yes, I'm hoping that Nimrod is finally like the anti-mutant champion that they've been trying to do for the last year. Because that's what Psycho Man was supposed to be. He was supposed to be the anti-mutant answer to Apocalypse's horsemening. And I mean, look how that turned out. And then they came out with Silver Centurion, which is a champion in the game. So we'll see about Nimrod. See how this works out. Shadowcat could be awesome, but she won't be. This will be another Jubilee. I don't know. I hope not. I hope not. I'm hoping that they give her more functionality, but we'll see. Like, part of me, and that I'm guilty to admit, part of me hopes that they aren't super great, because after like this month of arena grinding and whatnot, I don't want to do another couple of big arenas like that. But I mean, I also really hope that they're good, because I just like playing good characters. We'll see. I think we got like another, what, week? Probably another week before we get the spotlights or the leaks or whatever. Taxi. Beautiful. Just like that. Does Nimrod have a long, thin neck? I think so. I think he's got that like cone head, but he's got like this like itty bitty little twig neck. I think that's what it is. I was lucky to pull him earlier in the bundle. Oh, nice. Very, very good. Big congrats. Yes, he 100% is worth it. Yeah, you totally lucked out. I've been trying for him in with the monthly calves, like the freebies that we get and build the shards up for. Nothing. And I guess he's in those what if bundles too, but nothing. Each year, months October and November consist of top tier amazing champions. This is true. Historically speaking, that is true. I don't know. One of the things that they were saying off the record is that it is going to be a very good 2 months of arenas. Starting with either this one, or if they were throwing Spidey 99 in with it too. Because I know they got Starkey right now. They got Penny up next. They got Omega in a couple few weeks. And then whoever else they throw up our way, you know. Voodoo is a 6-star champion now. Medusa is a 6-star champion now. They haven't had Iceman come back in a long time. So, I mean, maybe they might show up. Miles is going to be one of the arenas for the Miles buff. I'm not sold on the Miles buff. It looks a lot like Spidey 99. Not bad, just... I don't know, jury's out. Pew 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 pew. Pew 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 pew. Kerbluey. My bets for this year are Null and Anti-Venom, Galactus and Herald Thor, possibly. Wouldn't that be so cool, Galactus and Herald Thor? Null and Anti-Venom. Anti-Venom, I think, is almost like a shoe-in at this point. Null, most probably, I think, if I remember with that 2021 champion map teaser that they put out. I think there was a spot for Null as well. But Herald Thor and Galactus would be really cool. Lauren says, "Hey Rob, how you doing?" Lawrence, I'm doing most well. Most excellent. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream here, bud. Problem here, by theory, is that they might end up all cosmic. So here's the thing. Cosmic class overall is diluted with a bunch of like meh champs, right? Cosmic class also only has a very small handful of really good characters, growing, but still a handful relative to the other classes. So if they do wind up being cosmic, at least it'll give people more options for potential rank ups, which is nice. one of them. With their love of Gwen in this game, I wouldn't put it past them. They do a whole Venomized line. Venomized Cap, Venomized Miles. Based on the yearly map? Okay, yeah. Yeah, very cool. I'm doing pretty good, thank you for asking. I'm still on the high from a Mutant Nexus pulled a 6-star X-Pool Dead Force. Oh yeah, I bet you're riding super high off of that. Like, I'm a little hopeful that you're being sarcastic and you actually are excited for it. But maybe you see something in them that other people have missed. Probably not. Been hunting him since Nick was released and missed 5-star X-Pool Arena due to work. Okay, good. Very cool. I am very glad that you're happy then. I thought you were being sarcastic, and I was like, I mean, there's value to him. He needs a little bit of help, but he's got stuff going for him. But that's cool. Good to see. Good to see. Big congrats then. Logic and champ classes don't mix in this game. Yeah, I mean, they're getting a little bit better. Was it 2007, 2008, something like that? They're like, yeah, Green Goblin, he's a tech champion, right? Snorts the special sauce, and then that makes him a tech champion because he rides on a hoverboard. Okay. Sure. I don't know. It's like if they made a Captain Marvel movie, a science champ as well, or a tech champion as well, because since it's the movie version, the jet blew up in her face, and the jet is a piece of technology, so then that makes her a tech champion. It's like that kind of logic chain. It's like, oh boy. Nice little stun going. Top off my battery. Now if I'm fast on that, you can run up to her and block right before she throws a little mouse grenade or whatever. vonShoe. Yep, there we go. It's official Marvel canon. White Widow winds up throwing a vonShoe at you. Put off exploring Act 6 because I couldn't use the Nyx synergy. I always run in damage masteries. There you go. There you go. And it's not like they're releasing Red Pool again anytime soon. Good luck getting a Gold Pool. So yeah, solid pool. I'm happy for you. Let's do that. Still working on the 6 stars. This is one of the downsides, I suppose, of arena grinding. Getting through everybody. It does take a minute. If that stun to fall off, having the dex back anyway because reasons. That was me on my end. That was not your computer or your device making noise. I say, I guess Mordo just doesn't really want to throw that special too, does he? This will be interesting. Stop it. Silly Mordo. Went hard on Gold Pool. I was salty they didn't add Venom Pool to this synergy. And or Plat Pool. Yeah, right? Like Plat Pool especially, since he's arguably the most ready access Deadpool champion in the game now. He would have fit in nicely with that synergy. And give people an actual fighting chance of being able to use it. Oh well, I guess. Let's do that, and that. And that. What do you guys got going on for weekend plans? You guys going places, doing stuff, hanging out? Kicking back? I mean, it's still, it's almost fall, but it still is, I guess, technically summer still. Hit up the beach or the shore. I need the 6-star platinum pool chest and butt to complete them. Yes. I'm actually anticipating that they're going to have another platinum pool piece anytime now, because I don't think they've had one this month yet, and they seem to be doing like one a month. And I don't think they've had this month's yet. I could be mistaken, but I don't remember. Makes me wonder if they even released the butt yet. I don't think I've seen somebody pull them, or pull it. Every other piece, yes, but not that one. Get some armor ups to tank the special 3, that's gonna happen. Get some more armor ups to tank the special 3, or not. Alright. Andy just had a revelation. Andy, what is your revelation? Slayer of Scars popping in saying, hey, what up, Slayer? Good to see you. How's it going? I'm going on a staycation, holidaying in the UK. Nice. That sounds like a good time. It sounds like a real good time. Was it worth 7.5 thousand 6-star shards for the Platinum Pool bundle? Only if you want the champion. Only if you want the champion. It was not worth it for any other reason. The units you get out of there is average, abysmal at best or worst, depending on how you look at it. It's only if you want the champion. If you got the 5-star version and you're okay with that, then yeah, you're set. But otherwise, no. 5-star version is arguably better anyway because he's a lot easier to awaken and sig up, which is a big plus. So only if you want the trophy 6-star is it worth it. Rohit says, hey Rob, since you grind arena as much as I do, I currently have got 2.5 million battle chips and 18.5 thousand units. Which arena ones for the max units? The basic ones, the regular old vanilla arena ones. And the reason for that being is that it splits the rewards much more evenly. Supposedly the drop rates are statistically the same, but because you use so many more battle chips for the uncollected and the Cavalier, whatever it is, Arena Crystal, just to wind up spending like all those chips just to get gold. Yeah, the regular vanilla arena ones are best. You're gonna get like 15, maybe like 45 every now and again drops, but you'll average out better in the long run. That's what I do, at least. You're kind of sacrificing a very, very small, minuscule chance at a 5 or 6-star Punisher, but if you're in it for the units, then that's the way to go. What high-value item does everyone have in their overflow right now and expiring in 2 weeks? I think I've got Tier 5 Basic, maybe some Tier 2 Alpha in overflow right now. There was a time when I had like 80 6-star Sig Stones in there. That was a bit nerve-wracking. There's a caveat saying his rear is not included in... okay. So, dude, God forbid that's an arena or something. Can you imagine? I know this because I realized I had 0 chance of farming him after I bought the deal. Ah. Rip. Well, I mean, it's going to come back around eventually, right? This right now is the second run of the 5-star, so the 6-star is going to have a second go, third go, too. Just got to give it time. Oh, whoops. I was grinding the Summoner Trials Arena and lost my streak. Now we got to restart. Aw, rip. That's too bad. What milestone are you going for, Slayer? Or end goal, I suppose. Top rank? Somewhere towards the top, somewhere in the middle? Just whatever. If I get 5,000 units, I'm happy. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely would be too. And he's got 6-star generic stones. Therefore, the 6-star awakening gem offer coming within the next 2 weeks, 100%. I wouldn't doubt it. I would not doubt it. They have not had an awakening gem offer in a surprisingly long time for them. But my guess is really going to be for a lot of the rank 4 materials. You know, now that Summer of Pain is done for the first round, next round is going to be done in a couple of weeks, and a lot of people towards the top are getting very close to rank 4s. I wouldn't be surprised if they keep throwing those our way. Now, whether or not they're going to be worth the value or worth the cost, anybody's guess, but... Get that nice little armor break going. Can we get a buff for Simby Spidey one of these days, please? Please and thank you. Going for the 4.5 million for the 4-star Nexus. Good luck. Trist saying the hair coming off of Squirrel Girl when you hit her is unsettling. I know. I know. She's got to switch over to a different kind of either shampoo or conditioner, something that helps strengthen the hair and the follicles so it doesn't go flying all over the place. Do you think I could explore week 10 with an Odin? Yes. I also think that if you were going to do it with an Odin, you need to stretch it out over the 2 weeks to allow for, you know, natural refreshing of resources. And I think you would have to go very hard to try and get 1 or 2 or 3 shots off of people. But yes, I do think it's possible. I mean, heck, that's how I'm going to be doing it. But with no Odins. I'm just doing it straight. Just based off of saved resources and whatnot. So we'll see. We'll see. Of course, all the units I got and the ones I'm going to earn are tied up in the arenas right now, but you know. So it goes. So how many of these we got left? We got... So So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and a half rounds. Jesus. Slow but surely, guys. Slowly but surely. Tom for stopping and saying, hey, good luck with the grind. Thank you very much. I very much appreciate you stopping in and for the well wishes too. It's not hyperbole. It means a lot. I do appreciate it. Because it's going to be a fun grind. It's going to be a fun grind. But making progress. So I wanted to try something. So for the tweet that I put out right as I was about to go live, was tag in Kellogg's. I want to see if I can get them tied in suggesting what the cereal for this Sunday cereal stream will be. Because we've had a lot of Kellogg's cereal already. A lot of posts, a lot of random stuff too, but see if they know of something coming down the pipes I should keep my eyes open for. And that would be fun. Thank you. So slow. I've got all these buffs on me and I'm still doing no damage. Oh man. I find I play better when I have no resources or units left. Oh yeah, you got your back on the wall? Yeah, I get that. Because then you know you're playing for keeps. You don't have any other safety nets, you just... That's it. I'm just batting 1,000 with the memes this round, aren't I? Alright, Colossus, come on, dude. I need you to throw that special too, so we can keep moving. Speaking of Colossus, let's throw Colossus, Infinity Man, and the sparkleless non-sparkles. Do that. Yeah, why not? Let's do that. See what happens. For the lulz. Punchy, punchy, dexy, dexies. Shocky, shocky. Just, I have 500 4-hour crystals. That'll help with Summer of Pain, I think. Oh, yeah. You might get, like, 2 revives out of that. But it'll be helpful. Definitely not wrong about that. To play this game perfectly really takes a lot of mental capacity. Yes, and patience and very solid hand-eye coordination. And luck. Can't discount luck because of just all the nonsense RNG that they wind up throwing out. got that in spades. That, and that, and that. Beautiful. Alright. What time to hydration break? Patience is a huge factor. Because when you're in a rush, it's expensive. Yes, very true. Got that, got that. And a science champ. See, I mentioned the time. About 30 minutes in right now, so should have a little bit before the game crashes on me again. Wishful thinking. Planning aspect was a fun time. It is, and just brainstorming and strategery. Just strategically, you know, deciding who you're going to use and budgeting your resources and whatnot. Oh yeah. Waiting on the KT1 guide for Summer Pain Exploration. Yeah, either that or like Swadia watching and seeing what he does. I'm sure there's going to be a Metal Sonic Dude one as well. Some hard copy ones just are starting to float around in chat. Or on Discord, I mean. Give it another few days, I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of like, I soloed the whole thing with no items sort of bit. People are crazy. Get out of the way of this. Going blockable. I don't care about your unstoppable, I'm unblockable. I win. Fade out the special 2 again. Potentially. If he wants to play ball, thank you. Maybe rank 1 Loki wasn't the best option against a rank 2 Mole Man. Maybe not. Oh well. We got there. Fail to plan is a plan to fail. I like that. I like it. Just wondering because I had tons of items to burn, 0 units for me, and I still got a little bit of stash left. Nice. Was that for an initial completion, or did you finish up the whole thing already? Swadia already did 3 lanes itemless, maybe more. Dude's crazy. Like in a good way. But good lord, that dude's crazy. So what I found is that for Howard, you can double function. So if she's stunned, you can attack by pressing on the right side of the screen and hit tap on the left side of the screen to build up the Furies. You don't have to choose either or, which is really nice. Do that. Dex. I don't know if that's intended, because I think you were supposed to choose between one or the other, but here we are. It's a feature, not a bug. Whole thing, nice, bud. Used APOC for Mysterio, Space Ghost for Venom, Ghost for Symbi, Quake for Darkhawk, Nick for Emma, Doom for Sinister. Good on you. Getting that whole thing knocked out, and now you're just done and can coast the next couple of weeks until all the spicy prizes come out. Now the question is, what are we all going to do with like over 100 6-star Sig Stones? Because, I mean, like, on one hand, it's a 6-star. Those go fast. But on the other hand, they've been handing out generic 6-star Sig Stones like candy for the last month. And hopefully it continues to be a thing. Like, I would be happy to play challenging content to get that caliber of loot. I just hope it doesn't mean or hasten relics or 7 stars or something, God forbid. That would not be fun. Can Bishop get the... Yeah. I was like, with all those prowess on me, Bishop probably should be able to get this KO at this point. Sig Stone's going to I-Bomb. Gonna be Sig 200 soon. And that is one of the best choices for it. Solid prestige, amazing champion, fun to play. Dude's like the right proper trifecta there. So, Killmonger, Rogue, Thor. Why not? Do that, do that, do that. I'll tell you one thing though. If you guys do a big long featured grind, that's something I'm very much looking forward to after the stream. Getting up and moving around. Maybe it's just because I'm getting old and crotchety, but sitting in place for long stretches of time without breaking it up is getting to be too much in my old frame. Challenging content makes me reconsider burning units on offers and calves because the limited time events are better value for the money by far. Yeah, and you actually get to play the game that way too, you know? And it's more often than not like guaranteed rewards. Like I would rather play to an objective where I know I'm getting like 5 tier 2 alpha, 1 tier 5 basic, something like that, you know. A selector, they have a lot of the 20-25% selectors going around. Game lag. I was like, what's holding me up this time? Game lag. I don't want to quit because that's going to count as one of my force quits. I don't really want to do that. I think it's forcing my hand, isn't it? Yep. Forcing my hand. fun and interactive. Cool. Cool. Nothing. Nothing's going on. Naturally. Naturally it does. Thanks, game. Good job. I love this game. I love this game. Good looking out game. Tom says, my tablet is a bit older than my phone and lags more. I pulled a 6-star Magneto a couple weeks ago on it, and the whole screen filled with them. I think I've seen that. It's where it's like the multiplying thing. Where like either the crystals multiply or the spinner multiplies or the champ multiplies. It's a rather silly bug. Surprised they made that. Nice. Thought for sure I was gonna get parried into oblivion. I mean, I don't want to jinx it, but Yondu, Yellow Jacket, Super Iron Man. Almost done. I'd be interested to find out from Kabam's side, like, what the actual official stats are on usage. Like, if people play more on mobile or on an iPad or something. And if that informs any of their UI, either the UI or their design. Because, I mean, I've got like a 12 XL, right? With a big old honking screen. And it still feel like some of the things are too small to see. Like enough to see and enough to read, but like you zoom in on something and it's still like, you can zoom on it 300% and it still is like crystal clear. That Magneto was quite funny. I seem to have the 6-star after I maxed the 5. Got the 6-star APOC recently too. It's unconfirmed, but it absolutely feels that way. It absolutely feels that way. Where like the game gives you stuff that you either already have, or like if you ranked up somebody, it's like, oh, you like this champion, I'm gonna give you more of them. That's why it feels like once you use an awakening gem on somebody, you wind up pulling them naturally out of the crystal soon after. Feels like it's the same idea, you know? That happened to me with Dragon Man. What you were saying, where you rank up the 5 and then you get the 6. I mean, as soon as you try and like manipulate the game by ranking up somebody who you probably wouldn't rank up anyways, like hoping to wind up pulling the next rarity version of it, then the game's like, nah, I know what you're doing. That ain't gonna work. Alright, Andy, take care, bud. Thanks for hanging out. We'll catch you later. Oh, come on, dude. I don't care you get the power gain, but don't turtle up too at the same time. Just remembered my alt has a load of units and it can practice on Summer of Pain with it, including the Grandmaster. Hey, there you go. That'll work. Got a good strat going. I know that's what people were saying too, is that like if people have alt accounts, they can just practice on the alts. Same with whatchamacallit, the Summoner Gauntlet. That you can practice on the alts and then do it for real on your main. But I mean, at that point, like how are you going to check for that? They've encouraged people in the past to have alternate multiple accounts. So now what? People are just not going to use them? I don't know. I don't buy it. I'm going to go burn a little bit of energy now that I notice. I rank 3'd Unstoppable Colossus on that account. Why? Just because? Just because you good? Just for kicks? Ah, that pains me. That pains me to even consider it. So I'm just taking the edge off here. Just taking the edge off. Energy-wise. I don't think I have the revive yet. I think it's on the last possible node. That's good enough. Gives me 16 energy, which is, what, 80 minutes? It's an hour and 20. Plenty of time. Test out certain fights on my alt for my 7-1 Legends run. Didn't get weapon flex, even though I thought it was fast enough. Maybe they filtered me out because I have an alt. I don't think that's what it is. Even though they wound up vetting as much as they did for 7-1, I would be surprised that if they got everybody. So it's very likely that you wound up missing out because of somebody who took a very convenient vacation. Just like how it was with 7-2. My condolences. I mean, heck, that's probably why I missed out on 7-1 as well. Figured a Sig 20 rank 3 Unstoppable Colossus would be a rare champ. He's okay with Red Guardian synergy. Cool. That's good to know. Record a video, put it up there. Up on the internets. Bonk. Do that. Do that. It wouldn't be so bad if Joe just wasn't freaking garbage. Attack-wise. His bleeds do no damage, his base kit does very little damage, his furies do very little damage. Just not a whole lot going for the poor guy. Let's do a couple more. Then I'm gonna need to get rolling on something else. Can certainly go stretch my legs. Text that, text that. Block that, text that. That. Man, video's lagging again. Game's lagging again. That is unfortunate. Text that. That's right, she's immune. What am I thinking? Silly Rob. Well, on the flip side, I got 12 million points right there, so I'm done with all the milestones already. So that's something. I'll take that. And I'm lagging. That's cool. That's something too. So let's do that. Let's do that. And sure, let's do that. It's a Mojo Jojo action. Get this thing in, get this thing done before the game crashes for a 4th time on the stream. Kind of done with the game crashing, you know? Kind of over it. Yeah, I got back off. I was like, I can out-damage the spores. No. No, I can't. Get out of here, dude. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'll take it. Is Mojo a cyborg? No, I think he's just a lump, like a regular dude just sitting in a robot chair. I think. Like, I think it attaches to his brain and his cerebrum, but I don't think it's like enhanced with the rest of his body. But then again, I'm not an expert on Mojo and Mojo's glorious anatomy. Let's get that, and 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 that too. Cool. A couple more rounds of refreshes. Wouldn't that be interesting? Like, Mojo is like the anti-Terminator. The M1000. It's like someone saw Schwarzenegger as the Terminator, right? T-800. And they're like, I want to do that, but like the exact opposite. And then, thus, Mojo was born. That's my official headcanon now. Mojo and Arnold in Twins, Part 2. It's still Danny DeVito as Mojo. It's headcanon. It's up there now. You want to go to Dojo Mojo? It's like the cool and happening place to be. It's where everybody's going. Go to Mojo's Dojo to increase your JoJo. Eat a ho-ho while playing with a yo-yo. Man, that was beautiful. Beautiful connection right there. Just slapped that dude straight out of the air. Mojo in the 90s X-Men cartoon was really, really greasy. Yeah, that I remember. That I remember. And especially with the way he was drawn in the comics too. Like, this is such a sweet and cuddly version of what Mojo was. Antonio asking how much to score to get a 6-star Sparky. 140, 150 mil, something like that. I have no idea. Honestly, it's anybody's guess. You got people lowballing saying he's going to go 100 mil. You got people saying he's going to go like 230 million. It's both of those are ridiculous. It's probably somewhere in the middle. So I'm saying like 140, something like that. Because I think it's going to be like, he's going to be a popular nostalgia character, but he doesn't really add anything to the meta of the game. So that's my guess. Whippy whippy whip. Spinny 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 attack. Nailed it. Oh, Psycho Man. You could be so good. Could be. If only they would let you. If they weren't so afraid of the concussions. He arguably could be one of the best tech champions. If they didn't intentionally nerf his damage. Because they were afraid he was going to be the next Quake. Alrighty, guys. There we go. That was 6 stars. The 6 stars are in the bag. And that is going to do me for today's stream. What I want to do, let's open up a crystal before we part ways here. If you guys want to guess who's going to pop out of the 3-star crystal here, let me know over in the comment section or in chat, whenever it is you're watching this. I'm going to guess, talking about Mojo, I'm going to guess that's a 3-star Mojo. But I want to thank you guys for watching and hanging out here the last couple hours. This has been round 1 for me of the 6-star featured Spider-Man Stark Enhanced Top 100 grind. I'm going to be back again tomorrow for the next live stream. Hope to see you guys then. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, because all that helps the channel grow. It's a growing channel. Do very much appreciate it. It is a 3-star, not Mojo. Oh well. Alright guys, that's it for today. I'm Rob vonShoe. I hope you have a most excellent rest of your day. We'll catch you next time. Till next time, take care, talk soon, stay safe, be well everyone. Bye for